stand. Thank you, Dr. Mclovin, for being present with us today. I have a few questions to ask you. Is the mental disorder present now, and was it present during the time of the crime?
Yes. Jeffrey shows extreme signs of disconnection and sociopathic tendencies. And it was definitely prevalent at the time of the crime.
That leads me to ask my second question. Was there a valid motive for the offenses committed?
No. Jeffrey may have inherited some of the negative traits from his father, which added already to his low self-esteem. But from what I can see, Jeffrey used his victims to feel better about himself and to solve his lusts and desires.
If released, would the suspect be inclined to commit these actions again?
Most definitely. I see this man as a total hindrance to the society, and he has no place in it.
Is there treatment possible to reduce the risk of reoffending?
No, I do not see a possible treatment for his case.
Good evening, I am Blair De La Rosa, and tonight we're going to be interviewing a couple people, but first starting off, we're starting with Mclovin on the topic of serial killers. I'm sorry, doctor. So Mclovin, you've been an expert in the field of criminal psychology. Can you tell us more about your career?
Yes, Miss, whatever your name is. I've been a mental health specialist for a very long time now, 8 years in fact. I've been excelling in my field, you know. I go into the court cases, I file reports for agencies such as the FBI, and I go into jury cases. Pretty important.
So one of your most recent cases was on Jeffrey Dahmer. Can you please elaborate on your involvement with that?
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is the right place, right?
So who the hell is this guy?
I'm his neighbor, and you are a person with a blunt in his pocket, and I would really appreciate it if you gave that to me.
Sure thing, buddy. Anyway, where were we?
So can you elaborate on your involvement with Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. That guy was a piece of work. Let me tell
Word.
Yeah, this guy knows.
Well,
Definitely.
That leads me to ask Mclovin. You said you've been doing this for 8 years. What makes that killer case more daunting than the rest?
Well, Miss, whatever your name is.
God damn.
This man was not a man. He's a devil himself. I mean, he was a psychopath, sociopath. He's delusional. He's deranged. Just disconnected.
By disconnected, do you mean disconnected from the world?
Yeah, I do mean that. I'll give you an example of how just disconnected he was. In 1978, he killed his first victim shortly after his graduation. He was 18 years old, and he killed a man in cold blood. He killed a jogger around his neighborhood and just mutilated the body. No sympathy, empathy, anything. Just a total lack of human connection.
Sorry. Damn, that's fucking wild.
Alright, well, in that case, we're going to be introducing Jeffrey Dahmer's neighbor.
My name is D.
I'm sorry, am I done here?
Man, why you trying to leave so soon, Duke?
Can I go?
No, you can't. Alright.
How long
Say
have you
this.
been living next to Jeffrey Dahmer?
Awkward. How long have I been living next to Jeffrey Dahmer? I mean, around 6 months. He was a square dude.
Have you had any encounters with him?
Have I? Have I? Listen, I haven't had any, like, I've had one encounter with him, but that's when I was moving my couch, but I've had encounters around him. Like, for instance, I was trying to sleep one day and I heard like a whimper, but it was like a guy. I just assumed he was gay, which he is, right? Yeah, I just want to make sure. Like, now when I think about it, it was like a whimper and a thump. And I found out that he had heads in the refrigerator. I had my suspicions. I just ain't report on it because I didn't want to be the next victim, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I really think he suspected something. And I think, was there any murders within the last 3 weeks before he was apprehended? Had to be a couple. But I guess they'll talk about that in the court proceedings. But enough of him. What's this radio show about? Huh?
He's a devil himself. I mean, he was a psychopath, sociopath, he's delusional, he's deranged, just disconnected.
Welcome back to the second segment of this interview. Tonight we are talking to Lionel and Joyce Dahmer, parents of the infamous serial killer. Lionel is gracious enough to let us film in his residence today. Tell us, was there any early signs that showed that Jeffrey had potential to become a serial killer?
Oh, yes.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. No. Without doubt. Boy, fucking crazy.
I don't think my son Jeffrey.
Ever since that surgery, you know. That boy was crazy.
What was both of your reactions when the news about your son killing all these people?
Well,
I still can't believe it, honestly.
naturally, of course, we're going to be surprised, but how surprised was I? About 25%. I saw it coming, I told you. Every time, I told you every day. But I'm more crazy. Just send them off.
I suppose just believe my son is serial killer.
It's not just me. It's the whole entire world.
What can you tell the viewers watching about your son?
Stay away. I mean, he's going away for a long time, so I think we'll be alright with that. Whatever happens, okay.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I still love my son.
I sure love myself, but be careful. I still think that boy, if I even on his soul, it's going to take much longer.
I don't feel comfortable.
Let's come play hide and go seek. Jeffrey!
What now?
What are you doing now? Jeffrey, come on! Our friends are leaving.
Leave me alone.
This is how you act when you are out of control. I don't want to ever see my mother have to go through this again. Never, Jeffrey. Jeffrey!